Yeah, so this is just a test. We are testing right now with the blue microphone. We're testing with the iPad in video high definition, of course, and the microphone on the iPad. We're testing on the iPhone 4S with video and sound, which is the one I'm looking at right now. iPad, the one I'm looking at right now. And we're also testing with the X210, the microphone that actually works extremely well, portable, and it records in the highest definition that you can possibly imagine. It's pretty good. So I'm talking right now to the 4S and the microphone. And right now I'm talking straight to the iPad. And right now I am talking straight to the blue microphone. So let's get started. So that was the splash screen. Awesome. Anyways, we don't have that much time. Hello, and my name is Santiago. You can call me Santi for short. And I am the mobile filmmaker. I will make films out of anything that can move, easy to carry, and if you can put it in your pocket and film with it, I probably already used it. So let's get started. So I'm just going to show you a little bit about my setup right now. This is just a test setup with the iPad, the iPhone, the microphones, just to see which one is the best quality to use. Right now, we are doing it in the most ghetto fashion. We are right now doing it in the most robust and even things that you can find anywhere, even in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere. Right now, we only have three light sources, but they're not what you think. Those three light sources are a thing that you will normally find in any desk. That would be a desk lamp, probably a computer with a 20-inch screen, and a TV. Of course, the TV is 41 inches, but it still creates enough light to do like a backdrop. Right now we have a white background, which is the wall, and I am sitting down. Of course, in limitations of any place, height of put a camera with a tripod might be a little difficult to find, but it's always easy to just manage with anything you have around. So right now, the biggest thing that you need to do is to have a light source, a good sound, and of course video. The video does not necessarily have to be a filmmaker's kind of video, but it does need to be clear and something that you can actually see and analyze your contrast in areas. Now the sound is very important. An image without good sound will make people leave your site easily. You need a good sound to keep them there and to also have them understand what you're saying. The other thing is lights. Lights is always good because nobody wants to see any dark or fuzzy images. People like to see clear stuff. And it's something that has been proven in marketing and even the YouTube channels that you see around. Now, this setup of having the iPad and the iPhone actually makes it pretty interesting because you have two camera sources where you can move from one to the other without having to cut moving the camera. Of course, you can do this with anything. If you have an Android phone or an iPhone or even one of those handheld cameras that record video, you can definitely do this. And you can record one with your phone, one with your iPad or another source, or even your webcam. If you have a pretty good webcam, it actually works pretty well. The one thing you have to keep in mind is that each one may record in a different bit rate or a different quality. So if you are able to, try to fix each camera to the same bit rate or the same frames or high definition quality. So let's just say that you have a phone that records 720p, but you have the iPad that records 1080p, or the webcam. It's better to have them all on the same scale. Of course, you can record one in higher definition than the other one and then cut between them. That's all depending on what you need, and of course what you're trying to portray. If you're doing like a small little screen, that's just showing something that you just created, or anything you just want to accentuate, but it doesn't really take the whole screen, then 720 is fine to have that as a secondary camera. But try to always have the primary camera as the highest definition ever. Highest definition that you could possibly have. 1080p is the standard in most high definition consumer products. But of course, if you have a red one that records in 4K, go for it. Always record in the highest possible quality, of course, unless your creative juices demand that it has a lower quality. But of course, that's all your discretion. Now, the good thing about this setup also is that you have multiple audio sources. And when you're sitting down editing this kind of video with multiple audio sources, you can definitely use the best audio source to record your finished layout track. And of course, if you have multiple sources that actually sound good, you can put them one on top of each other and create this more robust, more high quality sound. Many of the people that record videos or even music do this type of thing where they put the same nice sound over each other to create that huge sounding bit. One last thing before we go. I'm going to show a video of my setup right here, which is, even I am kind of interested. I should have put the webcam to work too. Is that once you have your setup, you can always upgrade. Whenever you start getting more into the video quality and production, you can always start creating more quality images by buying more cameras, or in this case, you're filming from a phone, which is extremely well, you can always upgrade to a Canon camera, 60D, 5D, even the T3i that records video. It's actually pretty good. As long as you know how to balance the different quality videos cameras that you have playing the same way, you will always have a great setup. Well guys, this was my first video for what I hope to be a line of one of many, and I thank you all for watching, and subscribe. And also remember that I am here on every Tuesday with a new video, and if you want to see it, just click on the subscribe button, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.